check. The social network media masses will face off against the rule book where a loophole masters stash this. The clue's so clear, the air so thin up there. The metaphors create fear when dollar signs get near. They can't understand or dissect. They so out the loop, your 8-track blueprint got destroyed by an iPad ad-lib. The pop blows and so goes the lid. Overflow with thoughts rooted in the heart of a kid. And now I review all the dumb shit I done did. The empty bottles of liquor that the misfit soul was fed by choice. I'm chosen, I goes in. All chips all day, I'm all in. Keep true feelings and thoughts locked, no one allowed in. A visionary's vision, created with no spell check, just paper and pen. I've been dope since original sin. Been a misfit so long that I'm getting kind of scared cause I'm starting to fit in. But I still review the nightmares again and again and again. You has-beens in career coffins. My style's an orphan, birthed by no one. I ignore your caution. I'm obsessed with regret, denial, and deceit. I'm a father, I'm a coward, I'm a comic, I'm a freak. I'm a drunk, I'm a genius every time that I speak. The spotlight is freedom where insecurity and confidence meets. Who wins? Who cares? As long as laughter's still there and the pain is disguised and tears won't be shared. You don't deserve to know me. All you get is dick, punchlines, segues, and sidebars. All you get is pickup lines after the show and packed bars. You ain't never gonna know what makes me tick. I'm that nigga that you thought was black and found out I'm a spick. From the day my uncle died, I packed my survival kit and lit up stages with sudden sparks like a convenience store Bic flick. I'm a walking contradiction, based on male chauvinistic traditions. My demons, deep darkness, led by the light of ambition. Fishing for more feelings to expand on. I expect to be underrated till the day I'm dead and gone.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Tight shirts, wears tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning, at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirt. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy July 1st. I finally figured out what's going on with my camera. What's going on with the camera. So now I realize, does it look blurry still? It still looks blurry, right? Does it still look
Actually,
blurry?
it doesn't. Compared to yesterday and them other days, no.
So I had to change it. But in order for me to use, I need to go directly. They needed to be, it suggests that I shouldn't just be using the Wi-Fi. I need to be like, have the line into it, a cord into the router. So the hardwired directly into it, that's what is suggested that I should have. And hopefully with that, that'll help that. But we still got to upgrade to use the 4K because I asked somebody at the radio station. They were talking to me about the 4K and all that good stuff. So there's going to be more money spent. That being said, this Friday, first Friday of the month, get your tithes ready, get your $1.50 ready. Get your $2.50 ready. Get your $5 ready. It just got to be $1 because that's the least amount you can put in Cash App. So
Let's get it popping. It'll be this Friday. If you don't have anything to give, that is absolutely okay. Don't nobody get disqualified for being part of the family. If you got it, if you got a few, you got at least $1, $5, whatever you want to put in.
That's a good point.
You make it happen.
But we need donations from viewers like you to help keep this program going.
Obviously, yeah. But we understand that there's going to be money going to making this show better. And I've now calculated just about how much money actually has to get spent monthly to make this show, to take it to the next level. I might have to work a few hours, but I'm going to get some more shows and make that all happen. So whatever you can take part in, it'll be a wonderful thing. It's going to go to the show. Also, whatever's left over is going to go in my pocket. I'm not a pastor telling you that we're going to build a handicap ramp for the handicap. I'm not telling you that we're going to smooth out the parking lot. I'm not telling you that. I ain't telling you none of that. Stuff is going to go to the show, and whatever left over is going to go in Michael Sean's pocket. And the more that comes in, and the more that we make, eventually, I got to put money in Jay Black's pocket. I got to put money in Sexy Mo's pocket. I got to put money in Dr. Aaron Smith's pocket. And that's what we got to do. But step by step, but the steps are going to be taken a lot faster. So understand, we coming for a whole change in this. I'm learning different things. It takes me a while. I'm not the type that grasps things fast, but once I get it, it's done. But I got to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Repetitious.
Everything. I got to do over and over and over and over. Tawana Coleman, what's up? It's funny. I was about to say something. It's going to sound crazy. I was thinking about you yesterday. And everybody's like, what were you thinking about? I was out. No. I was on Instagram and TikTok. And there was a thing about Pisces. She had sent me something about them breaking down Pisces. And when she sent it to me, I said, this got me overstimulated in the fact that it just told me too much. And I saw something else about Pisces. I ain't know Pisces was this deep. I didn't know. Whether you believe in that stuff or whatever is up to you. But that's all that was. So hi, Tawana. I don't know if you're off to work. I don't know if you got the summer situation popping off and all that good stuff. Jay Black, how was your night, Jay Black?
You look clear today. Single Shelly said you look clear today. You look clearer.
Thank
She's not gonna give you full credit, but
I had to actually downgrade in order for me to upgrade. I have to upgrade the connection. So I have to take a step down to deal with what we can deal with, and then I got to upgrade. But I have a book with me. Oh, I like that sound effect. We need that sound effect on the show. I like that.
That's my text message.
I like that.
You said you like that.
I like that.
Hey, that's that galaxy.
That's the baseball. That's the baseball.
Oh, you ain't seen KT the link. I got you, KT.
KT. I was trying to do 3 things at one time. I can send you the link. You want to send her the link? Because I can send her the link.
Do 4 things because Asha reminded you got to give me my point. You got to do 4 things.
Jesus. Yeah, y'all ain't demanding. Nah, y'all ain't demanding.
I'm going to send KT the link.
Jay Black, where are you at? Oh, the lead is extending to 26-18.
That's right. I need to keep building. Build up the lead. All right, she like it in the email. I'm gonna send it in both.
Owns B.E.T. And then
all right, what we got today? Today is the Wednesday word. Oh yeah.
Wednesday word today. She sent me the name of the person. Hold up, let me see. Good morning. Syren? Lady Syren? Lady Syren?
We got a female today.
Yeah, I saw the clip. The clip is dope. I sent it over to me. I don't know if it actually made it over. Let me see. Let me see if it actually made it over.
The clips be cool, but I like the live performance.
Yeah, I like, and this is a short.
Except when they stutter. Sometimes when they stutter, it messes up.
Oh my God, Jay, it's called natural. Yeah, it's called being on. You got to do it in real life. This is live. Like,
I know it's tough.
If you don't want it live,
Finest one. I ain't seen you in a minute. Good morning, finest one.
Oh shoot,
Diane.
Damn, Mama, why?
She light skinned?
No, she
look like she.
Good morning, co-parenting.
Hey, morning. She always put a smile, right, Mike? I always put a smile. Good morning.
Smile. Where did she put the smile? She just said good morning. What are you talking about?
No, I said she puts a smile on you. Like every time she pops up, I noticed.
I didn't notice me smiling. You were so over the top. I didn't notice a smile. But yes, you're smiley. You
Treat
make
your body
smiles.
to something healthy today. Eat, yeah. At the at my aunt's 80th party, you know what Asha was eating, Mike?
What?
Everybody else getting their plates with the macaroni and cheese, the chicken, the meatball balls, like all the food. I should come back with a plate of fruit.
Go ahead, Asha Boo. Asha Boo know what she's doing.
She come back with a plate of fruit. I said, look at her. You know, a little green, the apples or strawberries or whatever. I said, go ahead, Asha Boo. Eating healthy. Yeah, eat some healthy stuff today, y'all. Your first day of work for the summer.
First day of work. Go ahead, Jay. Say good morning, everybody. I gotta grab this clip real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta grab this clip.
I guess I'm gonna say good morning. I'm stalling, y'all. Yoli, hey, my Yoli's back. Good morning, Yoli. Glad to have you back. KT, I knew you were busy, Mike. Asha Boo saying good morning to Tawana. Erin McGuire is up. Good morning. It's her birthday. Got 3 interviews today. Positive vibes. Hey, Erin, I'm gonna say it like this. What's for you? When I woke up this morning, I told Lady Q today is going to be a good day. Oh, let me bring in Sexy Mo real quick. Since Mike, let me bring in her real quick.
Allegedly, Sexy Mo.
Good morning, Mo. So I was saying when I woke up this morning, I said today is going to be a good day. So Erin, yes, today is going to be a great day.
What up, Erin? What's good, Mama? I hope everything's good.
Interviews. She got interviews today, Mike. Positive vibes. We want her to good energy.
Let's go interview. Let's go get this job. Let's go get this job, Mama.
What you wearing? You got to wear something that's nice. Because, you know, women, light-skinned women, they got an advantage doing interviews. Women in general,
you turn everything into the race debate.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
God damn,
well, good luck, Erin. Good luck.
Yeah, Erin, you'll be great.
Good luck.
What the fuck? Like, what type of
women have an advantage doing interviews, Mike?
Pretty they really don't. They really have a disadvantage. They don't have an advantage. They have a disadvantage because they're being judged on something other than their actual qualifications.
Mo knows though. Mo, you know when you got an advantage.
No, it's not an advantage. It is definitely a disadvantage because you have to prove yourself that much more that you're capable of doing the job than somebody who is less stellar or aesthetically pleasing.
Oh yeah, and it's her birthday. That would be a dope birthday gift to get a gig, right? So happy birthday.
You might want to play on that because they do look at that. Oh, it's your birthday today.
Oh, happy 40th. I'm gonna just say she's 40. I don't know. Happy 40th.
Whose birthday? Who?
Erin McGuire.
Erin, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Erin, what was the name of the place, the bar we used to be at? What was the name of that? I forgot the name of that place. What was it called in Dallas?
Got it for a reason.
No cleavage, professional. I sell my personality, not my body. Well, if you want a job now, no, I'm playing.
No, she got a lot of personality. She definitely has a lot of personality.
And that stands out more in interviews, honestly. You want your personality, everyone all stiff and structured. No, you want to be, real, relax. Just be yourself. That's what I tell
people. Just be yourself, girl.
No. Some people don't need to be themselves.
Well, don't be Nikki. Yeah, don't come in there, Nikki. What y'all hiring? Y'all hiring? Yeah, I got my interview today.
Don't do that to my girl. My girl is 30. Yeah,
because wait, I can't be working on Fridays though. Like she coming. He coming. I can't be working on Fridays, but all the other days I can free because I got a babysitter on Tuesday, so I can be by 6.
What holidays do y'all recognize? Do y'all recognize Juneteenth? I need to know the holidays y'all recognize.
What days I get off?
Do we have Groundhog Day off? Do we have Groundhog Day? And what are y'all doing? But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I might use the birthday. I'm 38. It was Clicks. 38. Clicks was the spot. That was the spot. That was the spot. The notorious. I should say notorious spot. But I should say notorious because the people were fine. But my notorious drinking. But yes, Clicks. I was trying to figure out which one what that place was.
Well, let us know if you got the job. Let us know. I'm curious now. You got to pay it off after tomorrow. Let us know. Say I got it or I didn't. Or they gonna store you. You can tell when they store you out too if you got a good chance.
And if they're still interviewing other people, of course, it's going to take more than just one day. So don't get hung up on, they didn't call me back within 24 hours.
Listen, man, you do the interview and you move on to the next interview. You do the best you can and you just move on to the next interview. And then you move on to the next interview. And then you move on to the next interview. And you keep moving and you do your best. You put your best foot forward. And if there's some type of way that you can actually turn back and actually catch any updates. If you want to send an update email and say, have there been any updates on hiring and stuff like that? Just to let them know that you're interested and keep yourself at the top of mind. And you go back and you do that. You put an order in where you do it 4 days afterwards, or 2 days after, 3 days, whatever you want to set your date. And that's all you can do.
What's for you is for you.
That's all you can do is let them know that you are interested and put your best foot forward, and then you move on to the next one. And then you turn back and say, hey, anything going on with the and the worst that you can get is the email, the job, the opening has been filled, and then you keep it moving to the next one. That's it. So all you can do is show your interest, put your best foot forward, and keep it moving. You can't sit around and just be like, am I going to get this job? And I'm going to get this job. Fuck it. You did it. You put your best foot forward and you keep it moving. And then you just let them know you're interested. Jay Black, don't play with me. You already said that I'm not black. So that only leaves me white at an interview.
She said she.
Tell him, Nikki.
So what you trying to say? Only white people can have the they could be nice. What are you trying to say, Nikki? Yeah, you walked into that one.
How many hours did you sleep last night, Mo? How was your night? Because I know you're in the streets. You're in the streets. You're out there. I
am traveling. I'm really supposed to be on vacation this week, but it's really not a vacation because I'm working. I'm still getting up early. But I am going to take a day or two to just at least sleep until 9 o'clock. I need that because I'm going to have to hit the ground running. July is a heavy month for me. I'll be in Nashville for a conference from the 6th to the 13th. So I got a lot of things going on.
The 6th to the 13th.
Yeah,
that's dope. Most stay busy. I do give her that.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yes, it is our boule. It happens once every 2 years.
That traveling shit sucks. I'm gonna let you know right now. That being on flights and doing all that shit. That shit
traveling
exhausts
is cool.
No,
it's
it
cool.
sucks. No, it sucks.
It's hard. It's hard.
Traveling on vacation once a year or twice a year, that's cool. Traveling sucks.
Oh, like if you're doing it multiple,
airports
6 to 10 times, you're doing a whole lot of
See that I packed all of this equipment. I packed all of the stuff so that I can hop on the podcast.
Sucks.
Look at the commitment.
That sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
That's commitment though. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you could have just been on your phone. That sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then I didn't feel like hearing Jay Black say, "Can you turn it? Can you turn it? Can you turn it?"
Facts on facts. So Jay, how was your night? What went on? How was your night?
Night was good. Nothing special happened yesterday. Nothing at all. It was a chill day. It was just a chill day.
Good.
No social media, no nothing. I looked at social media this morning and saw Chris Brown got hit with a bunch of lawsuits or some money he lost and got to pay out. But I stayed off the phone yesterday.
Yeah, their tour started in Denver. Everybody says Chris Brown is amazing. Mixed reviews on Usher. Yes. Some people said Usher wasn't prepared, didn't seem like he was prepared, whatever. But then I watched clips of it, and Usher was doing the same thing he was doing in Vegas. So what the fuck? Y'all said it was iconic. Y'all was the one doing backflips.
They hit you with the new edition. We got new stuff for you, and then there's the same old songs, the same moves. But no, but he was found liable and had to look at all that money he got to pay out.
Yeah, but remember, this is we don't know the behind the scenes. Chris Brown found liable.
He lost.
Order to pay. Well, there's always appeals. Order to pay nearly $50 million in housekeeping, $90 million dog attack case. The dog attack case I heard about, $13 million for the victim, $900,000 to sister and $50,000 to a victim's husband. That's fucking ridiculous. The victim's husband. No, more money, more problems. Just understand when they know that. That's the tough thing. You literally have to become more responsible when you
he
make
may
money.
be able to. Maybe this is coming from insurance too, because if he has homeowners insurance, it may not be coming out of his own pocket.
It may
be coming from homeowners insurance.
I don't know if the victim
insurance.
I don't know if they're gonna get homeowners to pay for the victim of a dog attack.
If it happened in the house, you can sue.
But that's
like
not
if you have any type of accident. If you fall down the stairs in somebody's house, you can sue not only the homeowners but also their vehicle insurance.
No. I understand what you're saying that they could get, but I don't think the homeowners insurance is going to pay for Chris Brown. I don't think they're going to take the hit, because if it was a dog attack, they're going to say it was your fault that the dog wasn't put up. And the homeowners insurance, I ain't never heard of homeowners insurance covering for me the dog attack. At some point, the money's coming out my pocket.
It's personal liability. Yeah.
Some shit's coming out my pocket, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's getting hit with some money.
So why I could care less what he got going on. Just don't go to jail. You figure all that out. I paid my money. I want you to perform, dance, nigga, dance. So Tawana could care less.
I think that's a great for y'all. I think that's a great concert. As an insurance adjuster, we do pay for dog attacks. It depends on the and what did I just say? It depends on the investigation on who's at fault. If you were
negligent or not. If you just if your dog
if you got killer dogs and they weren't put up, or you got dogs, it could be a problem. I'm not wishing that he has to pay. I'm not wishing that he has to pay.
Yes.
But I will tell you this: I have no interest on going to see Chris. No, he is amazing. He's amazing. Usher's amazing. I have zero interest in sitting in the audience and what, but I understand they're amazing performers.
And you have to remember, Mike, they're two different performers. Their shows are like night and day. Chris Brown, you're gonna get all the dancing. You're gonna get Usher is older.
No, he dances, but he doesn't dance Chris Brown.
Yeah, but he doesn't dance. He doesn't do the Chris Brown dance anymore. Like he is in his residency.
Cherries. Open your mouth.
I'm gonna sexualize you down type of performance.
Now this is gonna sound like I'm hating, and I'm not trying to hate. I know a lot of people who are excited to go. And listen, just because I understand this show's amazing. To me, this was put together as a money grab. This just came out of nowhere. Somebody just said, Chris Brown, Usher, let's do it. Nobody was thinking about this.
They was probably drinking. Yo, it'd be dope if we go on tour together. All right, let's do it. Your people call my people, and we make it happen. Boom.
Like I get it. I understand the correlation, but I think And they said the concert's like 3.5 hours.
I love it. I wish I could get tickets.
I don't want to be nowhere for 3.5 hours.
I do.
I don't want to see anybody for 3.5 hours.
That's an hour each. That's an hour each. And then the villains, and then
No, it's 3 hours.
Opening acts. No, I don't think
but
that
the opening acts, the intermission, the interludes.
So that is a long. Get to it, y'all. Get to it. I've seen Usher. His show is spectacular, but I've never seen Chris Brown perform. So Amber,
Chris Brown is spectacular. You're in for a show, a treat. Just his stage presence, it puts you in the mindset of Michael, like the vibe, the energy.
Please stop putting that word in with him. Please stop.
I'm just for the new kid, the excitement of it,
I had
the
a
energy.
vicious argument with somebody one time on the radio, and he tried.
He's
to say,
definitely not Michael.
Chris
but I'm
Brown
just
is on the level of Mike. No, the fuck he's not.
No, but his if you listen to
Please.
Just his performance.
Please,
I am in no way.
Please, 3 hours isn't
but
a long.
3 hours is not long.
Clock 3 hours. They said 3.5 hours. The lady in Denver said it was a 3.5 hour show. That is a long damn time
with two artists. It's not like it's multiple people.
It's going back and forth. But go ahead. I'm sure I'm sure if I had tickets, I would go. And
if I had tickets, I would definitely go. I would like to
go, and I'd probably rock out. The title of the show is "Who Owns B.E.T."
Right
Jay Black said it's not "Who Owns B.E.T." And today's show, I'm not going to be on stage with Chris Brown like my daughter was. Yeah, her daughter jumped on stage with Chris Brown.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
she got assaulted, didn't she?
Well, she got she
got what she wanted.
First of all, I'm not going to talk about somebody.
What the what?
And I'm telling you, you got a bad habit of saying stuff
what
about
is
people.
Wrong with you?
I'm gonna, because you did that shit with Monty. You did that shit with Monty one time. You did that shit with Monty one time, and I let it slide.
What did I say about Monty?
You do this shit about about bad parenting and trying to, and I let it slide.
What happened?
No, you must have took something personal that wasn't.
No, Monty took it the same way. Monty took it the same way because you be talking crazy.
I didn't know that.
We're not gonna talk about Tawana's daughter and say she got what she wanted. Because if people start crossing the line on your daughter, you're gonna get an attitude.
Wait, if you're getting on stage with Chris Brown, don't you expect
But you're not gonna say that about one of our people's daughters. She got what she wanted.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying it like that. I'm saying
how do you think that sounds?
You going on, you know what to expect when you go on stage, right?
No. Say it how you said it. Say it how you said it.
You know you going on stage. He's going to grind on you. He's going to hump on you. He's going to do the worm.
Right.
He's going to
when the tables get turned, I don't want to see your face get fugly.
I didn't say it in my opinion. I didn't say it in a negative way. Like, yeah,
you said she got what she wanted. Like, we talking about some regular story. You don't see the word. You don't see the word. How Tawana could get offended by that?
No, I didn't. Tawana, did you get offended?
Am I the only one that sees that could be, if that was your kid, you could get offended?
Let me see if somebody in the comments say anything. Good morning, Legs. Billy, good morning.
Like, what if your daughter had gotten on stage with somebody and I said she got what she wanted?
She knew what she was doing when she got.
No. You're not gonna keep trying to remix the words. You're not gonna keep remixing the words.
Tawada said it's okay, Jay. Her daughter's not a wild one, but she said cut it out.
I'm just saying, if I said that about your daughter, I said she got. First of all,
Tawana didn't take that way. You took that.
No, she said it's okay, Jay, because Tawana ain't gonna say nothing. Because Tawana ain't gonna say nothing. She
would say something if she felt.
I would never fix my face to say you talk about your daughter, and I fix my mouth to say she got what she wanted. I would never fix my mouth to say that.
I swear I didn't mean anything negative.
You don't mean a bunch of stuff that you say, but I'm just saying. I was like, dog, you gonna say Tawana's daughter got what she wanted?
Random Rick.
Hold up, Mo, you ahead. Let me see what Random Rick said.
Am I ahead? I'm sorry, Billy.
Jay made it. Not old man dirty.
That's what it sounded like.
Mike, who goes on a stage with an artist that's performing sexual acts and not know that's what the artist performing? I'm confused.
Well, in the defense of somebody going to a concert, you're excited to see your favorite performer. And they do have these, like, they prep you back there. Like, from what Tawana's saying, they'll tell you, okay, listen, it's an act. He's going to do this and you do this. You know what?
They keep saying I'm on.
I think he is, dog. I think he is. I don't think it's the spectrum. I think it's that. What's that social? You don't get the social
awkwardness.
Social awkwardness, and you don't get the. Okay, all right, Jay. We
social cues. He doesn't pick up on social cues. Is that what you're trying to say?
Social cues. Maybe social cues. Or something. There was something else. One of the girls said, and I think maybe social awkwardness. I don't know. Okay, we can go on. Good morning, Lois. Lois, I gotta get in touch with you. I'm sorry, my day is fast, and it just be spinning, and I don't get back to you. And I really want to be a part of that document.
They did.
Janet Jackson. Did they know what they was getting into, Mike, when they got on stage with Janet? That she was gonna pull the fire out?
In my 20s, my mindset is gonna be different than in my 30s and 40s. Mm-hmm. In my 20s, as a single person, my mindset is going to be different. So a 20-year-old might jump on stage with Chris Brown because that is their favorite artist of all time. And they're like, oh my God, I get to be on stage. And may not, and at that second, may not know that it might take over the social media platform. Jay going to rearrange his rock collection after the show to come.
Rick, I cannot with you.
He was here yesterday. That
you know
sense.
What?
For those who wasn't here yesterday.
We're not going to yesterday. We're not going back.
But over here yesterday. We're not here yesterday. God
we're
damn.
not going back there.
Rick, if we had a morning show, well, we do have a morning show. But if we had a morning show where people listen, where we had everybody listening every day, I know I got that somewhere. I know I got that clip somewhere.
I can't. Yesterday was yesterday. Today is hump day. Let's get over the hump.
Oh, this
dude.
I wish I had. That's my bad. I might have deleted that. This is why I don't like deleting shit. I might have deleted.
Good. Because I cannot.
What did I have it in the book? God damn. What did I have it? What did I have it titled in the book?
I cannot.
What did I have it titled in the book?
Oh, Mike.
Black woman. Oh,
and
God, I can't find
if you listen to mine and you felt offended by anything I said, my apologies. I rock with you.
No, she didn't feel offended. She was about to come for you. She's like, oh, we want to play about what's inappropriate? I'll tell you what's inappropriate. And I was like, just chill.
Oh,
She was
shoot.
about
like,
to read me. She's about to put.
no. I had to stop it because it was ugly. She said, no, we can do it, Dad. Like if he wants
Well,
to talk about
that
if he
you
wants
know
to talk
that
about
Monty
bad
is
parenting, I can bring up some shit that could be bad parenting.
Monty is
Yo.
cut from the cloth of her
And I was like,
dad.
no, he didn't mean it. You know,
Spare
she
Jay.
said,
I appreciate
Yeah.
I
Who
appreciate her.
knew I was about to be on the onslaught? I had no idea. I'm just up here just
I appreciate her for sparing Jay of the dragging.
But she knew you how you meant it, but she was like, no, but if we're gonna be dad, this is a safe space. If Uncle Jay want to talk about, he wanted to talk about profiles and he want to talk about social media, let's talk about some real stuff. And I said, no, we're not gonna do all that because he meant it in love. And she said, I know he meant it in love. I know.
That's good. At least she know deep down it wasn't.
No, she knows that. Obviously, she knows all that. I was like, but we're not gonna play them games because we can play. We can play. We're not gonna play. Oh, KT here early. Okay, BET. So this whole show, not whole show, this portion of the show. I just want to tell people, when I tell you they get us from every angle, when I tell you this capitalistic system gets us from every angle, that is almost impossible for us to defend ourselves because they get us from in a social setting. They get us in policy settings. They get us in a political way. They get us in our escape. They get us in every way. There's always a demon behind the curtain running some shit. They get us in sports. They get me and Jay Black in sports. They take something that we're passionate about that we never knew was going to be used against us. They use it against us. We got TV shows that we support. First, let me get to this Donald Trump Jr. celebration. And I'm going to research this, y'all. But when I tell you they get us from Donald Trump Jr. is having a 250 of his version of the celebration. Allegedly, these are some of the performers.
Be surprised at this news. Can we like look at this lineup, man? 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, and Timberland will perform at Donald Trump Jr.'s members only MAGA Club on the eve of America's 250th anniversary. Like, I know there are some people that are shocked, but the question I gotta ask is like, why? What part of anybody's catalog here said community or service? And I'm not saying that these folks never did anything good. Hell, Nino Brown passed out turkeys on Thanksgiving. But just because he wore a beret doesn't mean that he was the next in line for the Black Panther Party. Like, these folks in always told us who they were. So, taking the check for MAGA, like, this totally tracks.
I just want to know how people feel that he's having a celebration.
I don't believe that's true.
So we can always just Google.
I don't believe that's true. There's no way in this day and time, in July 1st, 2026, that Busta Rhymes, Nelly, Ja Rule, Timberland, all rocking and going to support a MAGA event.
And I'm hoping you're right.
That's not true. That's not true. As my son say, that's AI. Everything is AI now when you don't want to believe something. That's AI. Yeah.
That's it. Celebration.
Busta is working on a Flip Mode Squad album, reunion album, and tour. I was heard Rampage on it. What you see?
Yes, 50 Cent is reportedly scheduled to headline a performance at Donald Trump Jr.'s exclusive members-only executive branch in Washington, D.C. The event will take place on July 3rd, the eve of America's 250th anniversary.
We'll see in 2 days. Did 50 confirm that? Let me go to this. Go to 50. 50 is not. Well, 50 is the type to say, I could care less what you think. But Busta, Timberland, Ja Rule, he can't lose no more friends. He like us with subs. We can't lose more subs. Like no.
But will he lose? Or will we forget?
No, Nelly and Snoop ain't forgotten.
Nelly's still doing just fine. I put in Buster. Yes, Buster has already performed at an event at Donald Trump Jr.'s members only club.
Oh, shit. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, is there something that they're gonna do there to say down with MAGA? Like, I just
Listen, I'm gonna
I don't even know what to say.
I'm not gonna be obvious. I'm gonna say, what if this money is being taken to use? I don't know.
50 is a Trump supporter.
I mean, he's
50 has said a lot of positive things about Trump.
And he's also said that he's turned down like $3 million before to play at Trump's pre-election rally at the MSG before. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I don't believe it.
I mean, he said 50 said
I don't know
he's
what
turned
else
down money
I
to
asked
play at the
ChatGPT
RNC before, but
ask your AI.
It did come up. Reportedly take the stage. So it says reportedly. So we'll find out in 2 days.
Back in 2020, back in 2020, I don't know if y'all remember, but he actually endorsed Donald Trump for a presidency in 2020. You don't remember that?
What does Timberland?
Remember, he was like, I don't care if Donald Trump doesn't like black people, and he's long, basically fraternalized with both sides of the political aisle. So 50, I think on any given day, 50 could be here or 50 could be there. I don't think that he has such a loyalty.
Morning, High Yellow.
To either party.
Are you talking to Lady Q?
Oh yeah.
I guess it was.
My bad. Yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll see in 2 days because Juneteenth was mine, so I don't celebrate July 4th anyway because ain't no end. Well, anyway, so we'll see.
Well,
I doubt it.
Do you know how much it costs to get into this club?
It's like $500,000 to get into the club. It's like
all money ain't good money.
Annually, that's like an annual due. So it's a members only club. So you can choose who you want to be in there. Very exclusive.
Dance for the white man. No, they not
$500,000 for an annual club fee is crazy. It's diabolical.
They're gonna put up the Trump "I got shot in the ear" clip when 50 do Mini Man or something. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing?
Dog, it's from every angle, dog.
But he lost yesterday. You saw Trump with the whole.
He lost yesterday on the birthrights. And
if you're born here, you're a citizen. That stands. So even if your parents came here illegally, and then you got born here, you're here.
My dude, how the hell did Supreme Court Justice, the number one op, Clarence Thomas, get caught in the White House, leaving the area of Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, and a reporter came up to him and said, "Hey, what are you doing up here? Have any meetings?" And he wouldn't answer the question. And they followed him. They kept asking, "It seems like, were you meeting with Mike Johnson?" You got good questions. That's what he said. And I didn't know what the protocol was, but from what they reported was, it's very unusual for a Supreme Court justice to be willy-nilly just walking around and going out of people's offices for a meeting. And Aaron said, "Don't get political, y'all." She didn't want us to get political. I'm sorry, Aaron. We love having you here, but we got to talk about what we're going to talk about. So yeah, he lost that. We played the Mike Johnson clip yesterday about him saying, "Hey, they're going to investigate everybody if they win the midterms, but I got you. I'll protect you. We got to win the midterms."
Well, Clarence Thomas' position on the whole birthright thing is that he feels like it devalues Americans, like citizenship, so to speak, for other Americans. To me, like that's like an oxymoron, because if you were born here, then you are of here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Aaron, why don't you want to talk about politics and stuff that affects everybody that's in your family, and including you? That seems kind of odd to say you get off it. I thought you were just
there are a lot of people who come to a show and try and get an escape. There are a lot of people trying to get an escape from. I mean, she lives in Texas. There's a fire of politics being talked about on a regular basis, and there's a lot of ugliness going on.
And we need to discover that Clarence Thomas we all know he's an ops, and stuff like that needs to be spoken. So get off politics. I don't know about that.
And she's definitely knee deep in the Carmelo Anthony thing, being that it happened out there.
So, and that's all part of politics, right? Racism, politics, all this stuff go together. All of it go together. But I digress. Clarence Thomas sold his soul.
And allegedly, there are 2 Supreme Court justices that may be actually retiring, and they're trying to stack the court.
I can't speak openly because I'm a paralegal.
Oh, yes,
understandable.
So don't speak openly because you don't want to fuck nothing up because of this show. Let me tell you right now, you don't want to fuck nothing. Matter of fact, you might want to put a disguise on your instead of Aaron, just say E and put a different face on there.
Money.
So why can't if somebody study it? I'm confused, Mo. Help me understand. Why can't she? If she's got the knowledge.
So now you're talking about the code of conduct at work. The things that you do and say outside of your
come off
job
as swayed one way or the other. You can't have an opinion, basically.
I don't know if her job has any type of bipartisan whatever. I don't know where she works. So again, I don't want to overspeak, but I'm gonna say that most jobs have clauses where you can't just openly say anything you want to say, especially when you're talking about political.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get into. They're plotting to rush 2 judge picks because Kuhn Thomas and another one about to retire. The Dems need to block it. They need to block it until after the midterms. They need to block it until after another.
That's why we always talk about people of color being in these high positions in government. And Clarence Thomas, I'm sorry, he's one of the people who I cannot wait until he comes off the bench. He's an embarrassment. He's a embarrassment. Not to get too political, but in his 92 page document dissent, he said that basically he would have supported Donald Trump's ploy to basically
his wife is one of them. His wife is part of the cult.
I'm like, this is so crazy to me. Basically denying citizenship to children of certain immigrant parents. That's why I said it says not all, on most cases. Yeah, so there's still some things there that could prevent your child from being considered a U.S. citizen.
So let me get to this. So we watched the BET Awards.
Yes, it was good. This is one of the better awards, might I add. They had a lot of A-list celebrities from Martin to. It was more star-studded than previous years. I felt like I knew majority of the artists. I was thoroughly entertained this year versus all the previous years. I don't know why.
We might have been part of the problem of the sellout because who owns BET? Who owns BET?
Oh well, I was wondering what was going on with all of the BET shenanigans. Why y'all had the dude from New Orleans on there with the fake ass. Kevin Gates was doing squats with his feathers. What was going on? Oh, here's what was going on. Y'all let the colonizers take over.
Y'all let the colonizers take over.
Yep. Oracle, the company Oracle. Wait, give me a second, Mo. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
The Ellison family is Oracle. They're the majority owners. They hold 77.5% of the voting rights. Larry Ellison, founder of Oracle, helped finance the deal while his son, David Ellison, runs the day-to-day operations. Now, Oracle, the co-founder and executive chairman, Larry Ellison, is a prominent, longtime supporter of Donald Trump. Ellison serves on the president's Science and Technology Council. The Trump administration selected Oracle to serve as its architectural backbone for the government's artificial intelligence programs. Additionally, the Office of Personnel Management awarded Oracle a massive 10-year, nearly $400 million contract to build a unified government-wide human resource platform for over 2 million federal employees. Oracle is legendary for being notorious, and they are truly Trump supporters. And they truly own BET. When I tell you they get us from every angle, I'm telling you they get us from every angle. Their fingers are dirty and their fingerprints are on everything that we do in life. And they finance and they get paid off of everything. They take every part of our culture. They milk it for billions. They use the billions against us to then support administrations that are trying to take us back to 1776 And that money is used to fund some of the most racist, divisive organizations in this country. This is when I'm telling you it gets exhausting. And when y'all tell me, Mike, you're skeptical about everything. This is what I mean. I'm skeptical about everything, and it does get exhausting because everything is connected to something that is fighting against our actual civil rights, that are fighting against our better interests as human beings. I don't know what to say. All I know that Bob Johnson, I can't blame you or criticize you for selling BET, but you said it at the words came out your mouth. You sold it partly because you wanted to pay your white friend back for helping you. And you said, I never looked at this as being a legacy situation. How could you own a black entertainment network and not think of it as being a legacy? So they get us up there, program us to death.
Yup.
Here, maybe if a white man says it, maybe he can let you know what the issue is behind shit like
The
this.
new owners of BET, Black Entertainment Television. And nope, they're still not black. Control over BET moved from one Ashkenazi family to another. From the Redstone family to the Ellison family. Larry Ellison helped his son David buy and now control Paramount and BET. And a bunch of other media outlets as well. Media monopoly. Every single time. Do not allow other people to own your own media. Period. BET should be black owned, and that goes for everyone's media as well. Because not only is somebody else getting filthy rich off of your work, your culture, and your people, but it also opens the door for exploitation and subversion. They will push bad stereotypes of your people to your own people. They will glorify crime to boys and being promiscuous and raunchy to girls. They'll put your sons in jail and your daughters on the stripper pole. Your music will go from talented to a bunch of no-talent boys bragging about being gangster criminals, and girls with a lot less talent competing for money by who can be the most raunchiest. They're doing this on purpose. It's not just a natural media digression. Your politicians control the government and economy, but your media controls your culture. Everyone take back their media. Unity for victory, help each other out, and dismantle their media monopoly.
The programming continues, and when I start sitting there and going like, I see what they do with every female rapper. I see what they do. I see what they promote. And I go like, yeah. So when this is not a shot at Young Miami, because that young woman is just a part of a system. But when you see the audience singing that damn song, can you imagine the smiles on the faces of the people who run this shit and program and go, that's what we need. We got them again. We pushed it upon them. That's what I mean. What we get fed. When I tell you they take our talent, they bring them to a financial place and a place that we worship, which is fame and celebrity. And then they bring them up there and say, you know, it sells and we'll mold you. And they got Doechii. That young woman is blindfully talented, amazingly talented. But we need to see your ass.
Yeah, she went from not showing to showing.
We need to see your body, young lady. We need you at the Met Gala.
If you want to go next level.
This is the fucking matrix that they have us in. It's hard to even think about owning our media when we don't support our own local black-owned businesses. We supported what was Diddy's network?
Revolt.
We supported it, and guess what happened? They got him in the cult that they were all in, that they were all getting down in. He was just doing. I'm not excluding Diddy for anything. I'm not accepting him. I'm not caping for him. I'm saying they said, come play with us. And then when Diddy said, when Diddy said we need our own government, we need our own, and started talking about ownership, they said, gotcha, bitch. Did you forget what you're involved in? Yeah, I know we all do it. I know we're all doing that. I know nobody's getting prosecuted about Epstein Island, but we're going to take your shit and we're going to make sure we tear you down. Do you see the web of drugs, of fame, of money, and somehow or another they get, and I'm not apologizing for Diddy. I'm just saying, do you understand the sneak attack of bringing you into something and then saying, we're going to use this against you if you ever step out of line? And the minute he stepped out of line, boom, that man goes to prison, but nobody has been prosecuted for anything that's there's evidence about them being on Epstein Island. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? This shit is crazy. Diddy was talking about owning the own media. Diddy was, look at Rebel. You can nitpick all you want today. I believe it was a joint venture. Yes, he was trying, but he also had disgustingness that goes along with this industry, and they will expose his disgustingness while the others can continue to do it and be protected. How many of us are black content creators? What is it that I'm talking about the system that makes it impossible, and you want to point fingers at everybody else. Hit the link. Like, I get it. But when we do support somebody, we find out that they're part of the same shit. I don't know who we're supposed to support. I don't know what we're supposed to do. And they get our heads spinning from the minute we come out the womb, they spin our heads like this, and they go like, let's see if you can find out what's good for you. You're 3 years old, you're getting programmed in school. Let's find out what's good for you. You're in 8th grade, you're being programmed. Your parents have been programmed the same way. And then one day you go like, wait a second, that ain't good for me. I didn't know that these people were behind this. I didn't know that these people were the ones that were funding this. I didn't know.
You said he ain't pointing the fingers.
I just feel like everything you like, oh, it was just a joint venture that Diddy did with Revolt. It's just everything's a joint venture. There are other people that minority owners and stuff like that. That's all I'm saying. Like it's just no one gets popped out without being compromised, sadly.
Nobody?
I don't know who. I don't
Everybody
know
in any type of leadership, any type of going to the top, you're going to owe somebody something. That's just how you're going to owe somebody something. I don't care what business you're in.
I used to always fight. When I would watch the movie, the gospel singer who wanted to sing secular music, and they'd be like, they just want to sing. Mama, I want to sing, yeah, but we don't want to sing that worldly music. You don't want to go into, and I'd always be on the side of the artist saying, yes, they want to go out there. And then you realize as you get older, what were you going out there to be a part of? What were you entering in? The older I get, I go like, maybe they were right. But then what did they do? Let's infiltrate the church. Let's make sure the church gets down with the get down. And let's start making mega churches. And let's start influencing the churches to make sure we got them on both sides. So that the church gospel singers look like the R&B singers. And the gospel awards look a lot like the BET awards. With some alternate things. We get it. Nobody's going out there and twerking, but let's make it look similar to each other. So now you're like, well, which way do I go? Which way do the church has got groupies and people are doing things and over here are doing things, and where's the spot that I go to? Where is the righteous area?
I was in church on Sunday. I was visiting another church on Sunday, and the pastor was acknowledging people's anniversaries, marriage anniversaries. And then all of a sudden the drummer and the guitar player and the piano started playing It's Our Anniversary by Tony. And the choir started singing It's Our Anniversary.
It's our anniversary.
And everybody kind of like looked from left to right, like, oh, okay, this is different.
I would have to go back to listen to the lyrics of It's My Anniversary.
So it's not that it's bad, but it's still secular.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about blurring the lines of,
I get it.
especially
I
somebody
get
who's
it.
not
Yeah.
solid in their foundation, and
I get
people
it,
in
yeah.
there were kind of just like grooving to it, like if they were at just like a concert. And I just kind of, I had to take a pause.
If you want to buy
I
some
was
gear,
like,
Aaron,
should I be enjoying this or should
no,
I?
you're right. You're right.
You know, and
You're in the middle
because
of something where there's no, they made it so there's no clear lines that this is the expectation here. Go to Woke Up Inspired if you ever want to buy some gear, Aaron. WokeUpInspired.com. Also, Aaron, if you ever want to create your own merch, you can go on there. But everything, Jay, I don't have my Takeover Religion shirt. That Takeover Religion
I
shirt
don't know about the yellow
and merch, you can go there. But Mo makes a clear point that now I'm like, listen, with the spirit dancers. The first time I saw it years ago, I was in Tennessee.
Praise dancing.
And I was like, huh? I'm not saying nothing wrong with praise dancers. Y'all, listen, I am not one to tell y'all how to do church when my ass don't be up in there. But I was a little confused. Like Mo is.
Praise dancing is bad for church?
I don't think figures and bodies in curves should be in tights. That's me.
Oh yeah, you confusing me.
Okay, so
that's not my lane though. So that's why
I listen. Any tights?
I can see where you're going with this. And talking about the bringing the mindset of someone who is trying to find religion or trying to find, as Asha said, to be on the righteous side. I could see where that could be very confusing for someone coming into a church and visiting, and you have halfway into the secular world, and then you're still trying to.
I thought praise dancing was part of church from the beginning. Like I
well,
thought they
praise
always
dance,
did the dancing.
Praise dancing and praise dancing don't look the same in every church. So let me be clear. Because wherever you went, Mike, I don't know. But
Mike's gonna look at asses.
At my church,
no.
At my church, that's not what it looks like.
And I'm just telling you, being at churches.
I know, Auntie. He said spirit dancers. I giggle.
Having being at churches and mega churches and knowing the attitude and what goes on in those congregations firsthand, and being shocked and looking like the virgin ears in churches and rehearsals, and having people approach me in certain ways, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, you can say that here? Like, y'all can get it popping like that here? I'm just talking about back to the point of blurring the lines.
That's there we go. So that's what I was trying to drive home, is that sometimes the lines do get blurred when you move over too far into the secular world. No matter how much you're trying to I guess resonate with the younger audience or resonate with people, to say that you're a hip church. I think we have to be very careful when we do that.
Meet people where they are. I need a hip church. I need a younger church.
That's the problem. Where you are without stepping into the secular world, though, as well.
We can't. To me, meeting people where they are is, I can meet you where you are. Now we're going to take you on a journey to bring you here. We're not coming there. It's not the praise dancing, it's the attire that some of these praise dancers are wearing. Absolutely.
What tights you can wear. What else can you wear?
You don't have to wear, who says you have to wear tights?
The praise dancers at my church, they wear gowns, like flowy dresses, long flowy dresses. And so they don't have tights on. They have tights on underneath. But you don't see any tights. You see long gowns all the way down to their ankles.
And Ms. Clark said, if a song by Kirk Franklin and whatever his name is, would that be okay? Let me tell you somebody who blurs the line. Let me tell you something about somebody who blurs the line.
Talks about that too.
And let me tell you how he gets away with this shit on a regular basis, by confusing the hell out of people. If you are not fully there, Kurt, and you've said it, then back the hell out the church.
He talks about it. Dietrich has talked about it. A lot of praise and leadership worshipers have leaders, have talked about it. About where do you draw the line in terms of incorporating secular style music into praise and worship.
Yeah, Kurt was just arguing with somebody I just saw, but yeah,
but he talks about it. He talks about it very candidly,
and I'm glad you're candid. But my thing is, I can talk about candidly struggling with alcohol, but if I keep getting drunk, then shut the fuck up.
You gotta hold him back. Hold Kurt back. He ready to fight.
Kurt think because he's doing some curls and push-ups that he's about to beat people up in Philly. You might want to slow down, dog. You might want to slow down.
Yeah, he ready to fight. Kurt but yeah, but I don't know.
And that guy I think was out of line saying that Kurt and his wife need to repent. Dog, you need to repent. It ain't my place to tell somebody they need to repent. And that y'all not gonna make it to heaven. It ain't my spot. I think that dude was wrong.
I mean, as a public figure, you're always going to be in the limelight of judgment. And whatever he said to him, I'm pretty sure it's not something that he's never heard before. But I know that it must have hit a nerve for him to double back and spin the block.
Well, we got a debate. We got a debate. Asha said the guy didn't call the church to be hip. He called us out of the world to change. Ms. Clark said, "Well, I don't recall reading that. What line is that? What part? What section is that in?"
It doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't have to be a Bible verse, but it could be a lesson, a biblical lesson. So let's make sure that we understand the difference between the two.
Songs at the nightclub. They play Kurt Franklin. In the beginning, no.
But we're not going to get too much into that because God is in everything and everyone. So we're not going to get into that.
The problem is that churches know if you make it more convenient for people that their attendance can rise. That if you make it more convenient for people to feel like I can blur the line too, then all of a sudden it makes it easier to gain your attendance. Let me tell y'all something. The only reason why they have opened their doors to the communities, the only reason why they've opened their doors to the communities is number one, because they knew there was community people inside their congregation, and number two, they knew it could raise attendance by not alienating some group of people to be in their church. I'm not telling you if it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you the reason they did it ain't got nothing to do with God. It got to do with money. And it has to do with an agenda that why would we alienate when we can get ties from them? And why would we not face the fact that the longest running joke was that the choir director was part of the community and everybody was like, and you keep talking about so-and-so is going to hell. So y'all was like, let's not fight this anymore. So there was a compromise. Once again, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong for the community to be in there, whether it's right or wrong. All I know is that wasn't nobody got a word from God and was in deep meditation and said, you know what? No, it was financial, in my humble opinion.
So you got Kamari kicked up.
This is not for all churches.
Kamari clicked the link, right? Because you got him kicked up. We got KT waiting in her guesses. The Wednesday word.
Wednesday.
We got the Q spot. Got a lot of stuff going on, Mike. I don't know how you want to spend this because Kamari, you going to hang out, Kamari? We got to get to our guests. We got KT.
Well, KT, we're coming to you right now. Kamari, because I think me and Kamari just got a misunderstanding. Go ahead, Kamari. What's up?
Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
And I'll be real quick because I got to get back on the phone to IRS. So I'm not nitpicking, Mike. What I am saying though is that you're pointing out symptoms, right? And we always point out symptoms, but what's the actual root cause? And in my opinion, the root cause of all this is culture. Bob Johnson selling, there was no other black people to sell. Plus, he was going through a divorce because of whatever shenanigans he was going through, right? So the question is, at what point will the black community demand what they want? Do they even know what they want? We got Kaepernick fighting, then many of the NFL players turned against him. Everybody forgets that. The only thing that people remember is Jay-Z saying actionable items, but that was after he got the settlement. Where was the community at in all this? Until the community actually decides what they want, none of this matters. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk about this. I'm just saying at the end of the day, what's really going to move the needle and change things? That's going to be when the community mindset changes.
Okay, so and I value your opinion, and I don't disagree with that. What I'm saying is, when they get people from all sides, the community doesn't even know what to want anymore because they don't know what the agenda is behind what they want.
I get that.
So that is the diabolical thing that I've been saying forever, that they get us from every single angle. Just when we think we're going to support this person, and we'll use Jay-Z for an example, just when we think that this is the guy that we should support because he is breaking the ceiling and he is walking in rooms that he's going to represent us, and we go, yeah, we got him. Then we find out that he doesn't have us in the Barclay in Brooklyn. He doesn't have us with the NFL with Jay-Z, with Colin Kaepernick. He doesn't have us with the Target boycott. And we go like, okay, all right, so who does?
But I think we put a lot of weight on Jay-Z. Same thing with Tyler Perry, right? But when you look at what they have done, they've been strategic about putting black people on. Even Jay-Z, right? Many people say Super Bowl don't matter. But this man has made Super Bowl halftime show blacker than ever. The Bad Bunny thing, and Mike, I mean, I know you know how still Puerto Rican people are black. They're African.
Well, we are.
Right?
Trust me, you got me in my history books. Go ahead.
That performance with the men on the poles and the cane workers, that was probably the blackest Super Bowl performance ever. That was because of Jay-Z. Kendrick, right? Redefining culture. Kind of moving away from the Drake popish, and that's not, I know it's very superficial, but it does have meaning. So again, when we go to Tyler Perry is playing all these black actors more than they were getting before. But we always criticize all these folks. And I'm just saying, at what point does the community say, you know what, I'm going to be conscious about supporting black business, black artists, black authors, black creators across the board? And the point I put up about the bootleggers, I'm not popular for this with my friends. I don't bootleg nothing. I don't like to steal nothing because I never want to steal from a black creator. And when you got to be that nerdish and that committed to this in order to ever think you're going to make a change. And I don't think I'm going to make a change because, Mike, I'm like you. I feel like there's a lot of rug pulling over the eyes, and a lot of people are in the dark and they don't want to wake up.
And once again, we're gonna go on. We're gonna move on, and it's hard for me just to move on. And I'm just gonna say this: when you talk about the NFL, is the perfect example. The halftime shows that were shown, the people who benefited was the slave owners who are the NFL owners, and they did it because they made a negotiation where we'll make halftime black. And we'll make it cultural, but we'll keep the same restrictions over this league, and we will be able to use the same racist tactics that we have, and we will actually benefit financially from the halftime show. So we're damned if we do and damned if we don't, because they got us coming and going. They got us up and down. They got us when we're in and when we're out.
So to me, everything you said correct. Again, it's correct. But what difference will it make? Because people aren't going to stop watching. So is it better?
We don't know that. We don't know that because the problem is, when somebody are influenced, when somebody does grab us and somebody does make the move and people start going, she or he is right. She or he is right. Somehow or another, they get their fingerprints on that person and they then use them against us.
Let's look at Target. Everybody was for the Target boycott.
All right, this has got to be then.
Yeah, this is it because I got to go. Everybody was in arms about Target. Target's revenue never really dropped. All the reports that people were talking about was all felonious.
I can't agree with you with that all the numbers.
You don't have to agree. Go back and look at the numbers.
Okay, well, I'll do that. I'll do that. But my point is, whether it's felonious or not, there was a movement that people gathered together. And if you can't tell people, you can't have it both ways, Kamari. You can't say that when we want you to move together, but when we move, then you want to say, well, it really didn't work. The problem is when they did move together, then all of a sudden the rug was pulled up from under us. And once again, we go like, so what do we do?
I guess the question is, who is they? right? Who was actually moving together? That's
us. I stopped shopping at Target.
I have not set foot in Target.
Yeah,
and my little coins, I used to spend at least $150 to $200 a week in Target. No lie. Okay, Target was my go-to.
I would venture to say Target is not out. They don't care about us.
I know they don't care.
Oh well, if they don't care about us, see, I'll push back on that. If they don't care about us, they wouldn't have gone so hard to recruit Jay-Z.
I disagree with that.
And if they don't,
they just saw an opportunity.
And if they
here's the thing.
So all of a sudden now they don't care about us. They don't.
Hear me out. If talking about black folks, right? Because Jay-Z is an anomaly. But if black folks are really serious, they would have directed all that attention towards black-owned business. And they said they were doing that, but black-owned business did not get the same attention. When Jamal Bryant hijacked that movement, they said they were going to air or move it to also supporting black-owned business. I didn't see much support for black-owned business at all, except for a blurb. So
you can't blindly say that like you have the numbers for every black business in America, and you're going to sit here and say that black businesses people didn't support when I know people in this chat support black businesses. See, that generalization is crazy that you're able to say stuff like that.
No. But this was supposedly, instead of going to Target, go to black-owned business. You did not see airtime dedicated to going towards black-owned business.
But and you don't have the evidence.
Wait a minute, we can quantify that.
How?
Go back and look at all Jamal Bryant's promotions for this. That's all. But listen, I'm back tomorrow. I was traveling.
Jamal Bryant.
Yeah, he was in Tulsa.
How is Jamal Bryant, his numbers, the status quo for people not helping black businesses and black restaurants? A place like the Breakfast Brothers in Dallas, Texas, that has opened up multiple black-owned businesses, the Breakfast Brothers that actually went into the Texas Rangers Stadium, and people were supporting them in Dallas. Like, for you to say that is crazy, for you to downgrade that people didn't make a movement simply because...
Tomorrow at 8 a.m., Kamari's back. The Finance Rebel is going to be on the show tomorrow. He's going to be back with Michael Sean. We're going to have this debate. I love it. Kamari, thank you. Get on the phone with the IRS.
Yeah, go do your job. Go do your job.
Shout out to Jay Black, aka damn. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. We got the Wednesday word. Supposed to happen at 8 o'clock.
Sorry. We're trying to do better. KT is we hijacked it. I'm sorry. She is in the building.
Tomorrow. Wednesday word. What did do?
What up, KT?
Good
How you
morning,
feeling?
Everyone.
How you feeling?
I'm here.
I'm here. I need to get. We need to do something. We need to get your giggle back. We need to get that smile back. Maybe I need to flirt more with you, girl. What's going on? Maybe you need to be in the bedroom by the bed so I can crack jokes about it.
I am by the bed.
He's by the bed.
Oh, damn, you are
the bed in the background.
Oh, wait a second, girl.
I am by the bed because I was having technical difficulty. I didn't upgrade it, but my upgrade don't want to connect the shit. So it pissed me off real quick.
Oh, you sound like me, girl, when I'm having my technical difficulties.
I hate tech.
I hate tech too, girl. Let's run off together and get away from this.
Everything was going. I got a whole Yeti sitting in my face right now that I can't get to connect to browser for some reason.
You see? Wow. Do you see? You feel my pain when I melt down on this show, girl?
That's why she need a man to help her. She's single.
She need a man in that house. Unfortunately, this man probably wouldn't be able to help you out. That's the problem. This man probably wouldn't be able to help you out. All right, KT.
Can't be in here throwing the electronics around together.
Exactly. We just smashing things, and all of a sudden, while we smashing it, we touch each other's hand like a movie. But
all right, the Wednesday word. We got
what in the rom-com is going on this morning?
Every Wednesday. What do we do each and every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday morning, we have a rom-com now. Anyway,
go ahead, let's go. Set it off for us.
So I brought y'all Lady Syren today. Lady Syren is a Philly native. She is a multi-talented writer. She is a multi-platform host. She curates, she's a teacher. She does performance art, which I will let her explain to you. She's a keynote speaker, a published author. She also designs a very dope t-shirt because you're going to get this poem today. V. Allen, poetically known as Lady Syren, is the embodiment of unapologetic, feminine, and ferocious with her delivery.
There she is.
Yes, she is. And she's gorgeous.
Grand Risings. How y'all doing?
How you doing, Lady Syren? We apologize for our lateness. We apologize for our lateness because things get intense. And then next thing you know, we forget that we have to have segments start at a certain time. You took time out to actually be a part of this. And I'm sorry. I don't want you to think we don't value your time. So I truly apologize. Financial Rebel, he had no discipline. He wanted to hit the link. He had no discipline for the show. Even though I told him to hit the link.
You told him to hit the link.
I told him to hit the link. I tried this Donald Trump, y'all.
I've been watching.
So, Lady Syren, I saw a video that was sent to me, and you have a presence. And I'm not just saying this. There, being somebody who's been on stage most of my life, you have a presence on stage that some people are just blessed with when they happen to walk in front of a microphone, and before they say anything, you already feel that there's something different about this person. And then when you do speak, you actually cement that feeling. So I would you like to do your piece first, and then we can just have a little discussion about it if you're comfortable with that?
Sure. I'm perfectly comfortable with that. Yes.
All right, well, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Word Wednesdays, right? Oh,
Wednesday word.
Wednesday word. The Wednesday word, Lady Syren, and round of applause, and you are on.
All right, peace and blessings. And thank you so much for the time and the space. I wasn't sure if we were going to do this before or after, so I guess I'll just set a tone. And this piece is called Performance Mics. Break a leg. A common adage amongst actors, as it isn't bad taste to wish them good luck. Kind of like an omen. And I wonder if the same can be said about relationships. Good luck on the engagement. Good luck with the wedding. Good luck getting him to cherish you. I'd spent a third of my marriage doing something like gasping for air, performing on a partner's mic who wouldn't stand up for me when I needed him. And riddle me this. How could I navigate a steep set of stairs in 6-inch heels but couldn't navigate a 6-foot man's ego? Stepping up to appease him had me descending into depths of depression. And he watched as I hobbled and limped across stages of life, bloodied and bruised, where I performed the perfect act and no one cheered. Loyal wife, doting mother, obedient, silent, broken daughter-in-law, but never in love. Despite how deeply in it I was with him, there was no love lost when I left. But I think about it. All the times I've bared myself for the pleasure of a man, and all the times I've bared myself for the pleasure of a poem, and only one of those never disappoints. Because poetry is the only one that responds in kind every time I give myself to it. But it replays all the times they gave me lovely words. But those memories are often heckled by all the times they gifted me lies. Beautiful manipulation that blinded me like displaced lighting, made me feel I wanted to vanish, just drop the act of being okay and disappear from the scene. My biggest fan almost blew me away to bits, smithereens, made me feel I was non-existent. You have no idea how often I've appeared on stage as a corpse. Little did you know the audience showed up to a viewing. I show you death and tell you nothing of how I got this way, for I am too unknown to be mourned. Plus eulogies be exaggerations and dead men tell no tales, right? Damn. Well, poets do. And if all the world's a stage and we all merely players in a role, then maybe these were mine to play. So nowadays, I prefer to put my mouth to a different kind of tip. one that doesn't wish to choke me, doesn't wish to hear me gag. Me losing my breath is not a badge of honor, it is blasphemy. For this voice deserves and desires to be amplified. This voice desires to be amplified. So a mic isn't presented with a gaping mouth and wonder how far it could insert itself. See, what happens here comes naturally, meaning I'm not forced to fake it. A mic doesn't require courtesy moans to stroke its ego, and I love it here. So to the next performer, I say this: break a leg, better yet, drop a mic, burn a stage, bleed your pen, rupture a vocal cord, lose your breath. Just don't ever lose yourself. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Love it. That was dope.
Jesus.
Man.
Thank you.
Wow. Hey, you took, you God damn.
You gonna get this poem.
Go get this poem.
You gonna get this poem.
I really felt that.
Lord, mercy.
I felt that.
Let me tell you from a man listening how effective and how not effective, that's the wrong term. How I felt that, because there are women who, when they hear you say that, I know in my life are going to think I'm that dude that you were talking about.
Mm.
And that's crazy. And you made me reflect as you were doing your piece on the person I was and how I handled relationships. And I and obviously you wrote that for yourself, but I personalized all that shit. And then another part, you said the audience showed up to a viewing. And on a flip side, I personalized that on the times I stepped on stage as a comic, knowing that they were really witnessing a viewing, because I was about to burn and crash on this stage.
Yeah.
I know I'm being selfish by taking up this much time, but that's amazing. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you that piece that you just performed. Obviously that's written out of personal experience, or was that something you saw other people experience, or was that definitely a personal piece?
No, anything that comes out of my pen has come out of my life experience, has poured directly from my heart. Like, this is something that I live through, because I think it's important for someone like me, where I get complimented on my presence and, oh, you just have a strong voice. And well, yes, because I had to get there. I dragged, scraped, cried, prayed, and bled my way to get into the presence or the aura that you see. Some of the strongest people literally have rebuilt themselves from the ground up. So yeah, Performance Mics is very much a retelling of some experience that I've had with my husband.
Wow.
I love that. My husband.
My husband.
I love it.
Let me tell you something. She's slick with it. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love it.
You want a woman that would you date her? You want to be careful. You want to get into this verbal dispute, because some shit's gonna
don't end up like my husband, baby.
Yeah, don't end up like my husband. You gotta pause, because you were about to say something slick. When she said, you gotta pause. Like, was this bitch? She just said what she did. She said, I'm gonna be a husband.
Like, he was my husband, now he's not. But you know, we share a child, and you know, I still got love and want to see his happiness just far away from me. That's all.
This is the most cliche thing an interviewer always says, and I'm gonna say it. You look so you look so young. And but to have experience, and I know this because I know we all experience the pain that we experience. It doesn't have an age restriction. Like, it happens when it happens. But how young were you when you were in this marriage? Like, how long ago? Because this is, I mean, you described it as this was a torturous relationship. Like,
so everything isn't all bad and everything isn't all good,
right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But you get to a point of diminishing returns. I met my husband 3 days after my 21st birthday.
Oh wow.
So I was very young at the time. And yeah, I have been divorced now for 5 years. We are in 2026. So yeah, I'm going into my 6th year of divorce. July 7th will be my divorce anniversary.
Yo, husband, divorce anniversary. What's
I
going on?
you leave her alone.
All
Leave
the
her
things,
alone.
Long
right?
term divorce anniversary. Don't ask me why my brain does these things. But
All the things. That's okay. Your brain is operating on optimum level right now. All the things that were that have been past tense.
Girl, if I had an argument with you, I'd have to relapse first. I need a drink to get this. Is ridiculous.
We don't want that.
I can't do this sober. So, your inspiration for all your writing, you said it comes from your personal experience. And I ask every artist that comes on here, how difficult it is it if you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, but if you're in a relationship and this is a piece that is extraordinary. If I booked you, I'm not going to tell you what to do if I booked you, but I would say, I would kindly, being an artist, I would kindly be like, is there any way you could do that one? How hard is it to do that? Because the passion you had and the feelings that you had, does that cause a problem in relationships when a dude's like, we still on this?
Well, expressing myself through my art and then being able to effectively communicate, because everybody's always like, oh, communication is the number one thing. Well, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. So being able to effectively communicate and how I express myself in my art can be two different things, because I can have a retelling of the past, but I'm very intentional about letting an audience know this, something like performance mics isn't, as deep and dark, but there are some things like, losing people, you know what I mean? I've experienced some tragic deaths, things like that. I'm very intentional in letting the audience know that I don't presently live in there. And if I am sharing it with the audience, it is something that I've already processed. It is something that I have gone through a great deal of grieving for, because grieving isn't linear, healing isn't linear. So, there's some days when I'm really, really up, and there's some days when I'm like, yeah, I ain't got it today. So that's the viewing part. Even if I'm not talking about my romantic relationships, there are some days where I might be going through something else that's just like really, really hard, a hard transition. My kid might be going through something. So I still might show up on stage like, like really spiritually, emotionally, I'm checked out of here. Like you really are viewing a corpse. Like this is a body that you seeing, but I'm not really mentally there. So even if it's not directly related to what I wrote about at that time, it still applies to my life, because I'm still a human. I'm very much living a human experience. And I have to pick myself up some days, and then other days I get to pour, like I get to pick others up. So
I know how hard it is to get over a long-term relationship. And I was in a relationship for over 20 years and single right now. And I think a lot of people believe that when a man becomes single, then it's a free fall and he gets to be like, oh, I'm free and it's all good. And there's no conflicting thoughts of being fearful of being back in that situation again. And I think a lot of women think men aren't scared when they see certain things and they're like, is that a red flag, or is that my past trauma that I'm scared of revisiting? Some man tries to, do you have that problem when I don't know. Once again, I don't know if you're in a relationship. If you are, even when they started, do you have, is there a pause? Is there a long pause? Or do you overanalyze the person in front of you and are like checking for clues, for the context clues that, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here now.
I wouldn't phrase it as an over analyzing, because when you do the work, right? Because you can say, if you can only tell me what your exes did wrong, then that tells me you're not doing the work. I know what I did wrong in my relationship too. I know where I could have solved.
Write a goddamn poem about that then. Write a poem about
I have plenty of poems about, I have plenty of accountability.
Let's hear them. Well, let's hear them now. No, I'm playing.
When you say a lot of times the accountability poems or the journaling about where I messed up can come first, right? So I don't necessarily think it's an overanalyzation. However, is there a vetting process for getting my time, energy, and being in proximity to me? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like I didn't do all this work on myself to be like, here you go. It's free 99. No, these poems not free. My time's not free. Okay, it's gonna cost you something to be with a woman like me. And that has nothing to do with monetary finances at all. But it's gonna cost you to be around someone like me. So there is a vetting process. I try to operate from a place of discernment, but I more so look at it like, okay, everybody's going to come to you with a clean slate. Like it's kind of like school. Everybody starts with an A, but then when you start experiencing certain things, there's going to be things like, that didn't look too good, but that's okay. I'm here. I'm not judging. Like I'm open. How did you handle that problem though? And by the time you get to about that B minus C plus, I'm like, I don't know, because if you already messing up in the beginning, this might not be the path for me. Because if we already can't communicate in the beginning, or you already show me you are at a different level, that might not be worth my time. I thank you for the compliment of how young I look, but I am not as young as I look. And at this stage in life, as a single mother, I am out of my build a nigga phase. Excuse my language.
Build the nigga phase. All right.
Building somebody.
You gotta write these down,
your
Mike.
own
Build
volition, just for your early mid-20s, maybe late 20s. But at this stage, you gotta meet me at a certain level. I can't be reaching down too far, because then that distracts me from where I'm going, what I have going on. And again, I am a mother. I don't need 2 kids. It's a lot.
But you know what you said? Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mo. Go ahead, Mo. Go.
No, because you were talking. You asked her, like, does she write things from her standpoint, or things that she's done wrong? When you said that courtesy moans, I know everybody went to like the sexual aspect of it, but we give courtesy moans in relationships outside of the bedroom as well. So when you said that, I was like, that's not. That's actually, you're doing yourself a disservice there as well. That's part of the problem, because you're placating into your own unhappiness by doing that.
Woo! See, that's a whole word, because a lot of women move from a state of, if I'm just agreeable, he'll stay. If I'm quiet at the moment, then eventually I'll get what I want. Oh, baby, going with the flow ain't never took a woman worth anything anywhere worth going. Okay, like you got to know where you're going, move and operate with intention. And being agreeable doesn't necessarily get you what you want. Be honest and be transparent, because people be like, oh, I'm honest. I told you. Meanwhile, it'd be a whole nother level of stuff going on in the background. So me not giving you courtesy moans, meaning I'm not going to stroke your ego just to make you feel good. Meanwhile, you know what I mean? I know that this is not going to work for me long term. I'm not going to do that. That doesn't mean I don't affirm my man. That doesn't mean I don't pour into him. I don't build him up in other ways. But in the beginning, if I got to hold your hand, if it's too much coaching, I got to give you the blueprint on how to get to my heart and all of this. It's too much.
I know this is not what you meant by it, but just in case anybody, if you're in a relationship with me, I prefer my courtesy moans just in the bedroom. Just in the bedroom. All courtesy moans. You don't need to gas me up about what I did on stage. You can tell me the truth about on stage, but if you want to give me some courtesy moans, keep them in the bedroom. That's because every guy needs a courtesy moan every once in a while, just to give us that goal. That
keep going.
Needs to keep going. You got this, boo. You got this.
What did you do wrong in your marriage?
What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
I mentioned that when I commented on that, is there were places where I hardened when I could have softened, where I'm like, I done had this conversation with you for the umpteenth time. And it's like, now all of a sudden you want to, like, well, okay, I get it. Your patience is thin. But he is trying right now. If I could have softened in that moment, as opposed to like, look, I'm operating off of fumes. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to soften when I don't got nothing to soften me right now. If I could have softened in some of those areas, or during some of those conversations, or some of those really just low and trying moments in my marriage, then maybe it could have prolonged our relationship. Maybe it could have, I don't know, provided a certain safety where he didn't feel like he have to armor up too. Who knows what it could have led to, but I will say that I did everything that I could in my marriage to save my marriage. Like, it wasn't just like I'm checked out and I'm done. Like, we did all the counseling. We did the premarital counseling. We did counseling with the pastor. We did the marriage counselors, did the marriage therapists. Like, we did the things, okay? Right. But there was no problem that I ended my marriage for. Any reason that I ended my marriage were also problems at the very beginning of my relationship. Like, literally every single thing that I had an issue with and every single thing that he had an issue with still existed at the end of our marriage that were problems for the both of us at the beginning of our marriage. We showed each other who we were, and we kept thinking that eventually we would come together, and we kept doing this.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'm don't mean to be corny, but sometimes two people love each other a lot and will ignore what the actual eternal problem is going to be. That me and you can't change. There's certain things, everybody, you could change anything. There's certain things we decide that this is not going to change. This is my part of my personality. And that slick ass mouth of yours, you can't change. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It was here when you came, and it's going to be
here when you got here.
Leave, okay?
It should be funny in the beginning when you first meet a girl and she got that slick mouth. You like, yo, you crazy, not knowing that superpower is going to be used on your ass at some point. But
I use my powers for good, but I will hee ha ha you out them draws. Like, it is what it is. Like, it goes both ways. So,
God,
love it.
Interesting.
Where can they find you? How often are you performing? I mean, we know that's your Instagram right there.
IG right there.
That is my Instagram, and you can find me right there. I don't have followers, y'all. I do not have followers. But please,
it says 5,800. You got somebody.
Nope. Those are not followers. Those are supporters. Those are people that like dope poetry. Those are people that want to support Black business and Black women. Those are people that I actually fuck with in real life. Okay. So if you want to fall into any one of those categories, then you can tap in with me at Lady Syren. Just remember that my Syren has a Y. Okay. And if it ain't got a Y, it don't apply to me. So you can find me there. I'm performing often. It's been a beautiful first 2 quarters of the year. Some people say booked and busy. I say I'm booked and blessed. So I take opportunities that align with me, and sometimes I rest, like right now. So it was a great opportunity to be offered the chance to come on the show and take up some space and time out here in a space where I've never been. So thank you to Kristen for
thank you.
Me, and thank you guys for having me.
If somebody does want to reach out to book you for a performance, would they go via your Instagram? Are you cool with that, or is there some other way?
Yes, you can DM me. However, you can also email me at Lady Syren Speaks at ladysyrenspeaks.com. So all the information can be found right there. My website is right there. On my Instagram as well. But yes, I do start conversations, can definitely be started in the DMs and then moved over once contracts and things like that get involved.
About a business.
I love it.
So that's it. I mean, I could keep you on here forever, but because you got a person. I just want to hear you talk about other shit, because I know this could be this could be very interesting with your views and opinions.
Bring me back. I would love to have this opportunity.
Is there an upcoming show coming up soon that we should look out for that you might want us to go support?
Let's see. What do I have coming up next? I will be performing in DC next. So if anyone out there is familiar with Busboys and Poets, I will be doing my 3rd feature with the Busboys and Poets franchise in DC. You can find information about that on my Instagram as well. It will be at I believe it's 450K. Yes, 450K street location, because Busboys have a lot of locations. This is going to be on Wednesday, July 15th. So Wednesday, July 15th is my next performance. And I try not to plug more than one thing, because people don't really know.
Facts. Yeah.
If I could just say one more thing, I am also an author. So Crowned in Melanin is my love letter to Blackness. And you can order that directly through me, because, you know, unfortunately I am self-published, so like I do feed the beast. Amazon is the beast, y'all. But if you order directly through me, then, you know, 100% of the proceeds go to me as the author. I sign the copies and I ship them out for free. So
wow. Do you sing also? I saw in this one photo you got a microphone. That was just staging, or do you really sing?
Oh, she uses microphone.
I mean, I do a little me. Like I used to be in a choir, but I do not classify myself as a singer. I am a poet or a professional speaker who incorporates a lot of singing into my art.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, Lady Syren, we appreciate you once again. Sorry for the delay in holding you up in our debates. We appreciate you. We'd love to have you again. One more time. Plug that book one more time, because they do support here. They do support. Like,
yes, Crowned in Melanin by Lady Syren, y'all. My love letter to Blackness. I would love to be on your bookshelf or on your coffee table. So please.
Oh, that's a real book too. Me. Okay, that's real.
Yes, I poured a lot of time into this. Okay, and I edited it and everything. So thank you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Syren has done her thing. And KT, you made it happen again, KT.
I'm glad y'all enjoyed her.
I got Skittles, Lady Syren. Skittles
one of my favorites.
What's that M&M I had? Yeah, you got a lot of good ones so far, KT. I like this. She had personality. I like when people have personality.
Yes.
Jay always like being Simon. He always like being Simon and rating people.
I got a list. Very intelligent.
I got a list of who my favorites are. She made it on my top 3. That was dope.
Not true.
Who you got on the list? Just curious.
The one that was the whole about food. What's his name? Eminem. What was the dude name? He had the whole thing and then ended it with
Elijah the Barber.
That's what touched him. He had a piece about food. That's
the one about the chicken cheesesteak.
Yeah, that guy Elijah the Barber stood out to me. Skittles stood out as well. And then now Lady Syren, they the ones that stood out. Not saying that everybody else wasn't dope. They all was good because Ellaby was cool.
Ellaby was husky. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I really like this.
Nah, but yeah, I know we ain't bringing people on here to rate them, but yeah, but
too late.
But you gonna do it anyway.
And they all have different styles. Like you've not brought anyone with like the same style. Everybody has had their own like little niche and personalized style. I love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the ones coming up, there are no two that are alike. There are no two that are alike. You're well booked.
Yes, Shelly says you're the talent and acquisitions department.
Yes, you are. July 17th. It's your situation is jumping off July 17th to open mic at the Q Spot. So I need us to do our part. If you're in the area, if you can make it out there, you always know there's not the pressure. I always, everybody got lives. I'm going to tell you right now, unless I book a show, I will be there July 17th to support you guys
in the building.
I will be there to support and do my thing and clap and ooh and ah and be a good audience member and make it happen and
scan this barcode.
Make sure KT is supported. If y'all want to go, it's July 17th, the Q Spot. You already see the address there, 790 Wood Lane Road, Suite 1, West Hampton. If you're in the Willingboro area, South Jersey area, it's not that far. It's a nice spot. They got great food. It's a great establishment. Come out there and support. And I want KT to smile. I need KT to smile and enjoy and don't let the technical.
I can smile on cue.
Yeah, them technicalities, they melt you down, especially when you done set it up. You knew what you were doing last night. You thought about it. You were like, everything's going to go good. Then you open a damn laptop and it says, fuck you. That's what the laptop says. That's what
I'm good. I'm over the tech. I'm good. It's a little bit of a heavy week, but I'm good. I don't know why, but I'm good.
Life be life in KT.
Exactly.
Yes,
but bring on the shenanigans.
Bring on the shenanigans. Our very own KT. Thank you, Kate. You want to hang out, or are you ready to go? You want because we can hang out. Then you can hang. You ain't got to get out of here. You part of the family.
Ain't no discounts, Randall Rick. No, golly.
Why is it always the white guy now?
Lately,
lately, it's just always the white guy asking for a white privilege discount.
Like, don't you get enough, Rick? Don't you
get all of America? America ain't enough for you to have the upper hand every day.
Yeah, can I get $3 off?
COL for $12. Oh, $3. I got people to pay.
Goodness.
We love you, Rick.
Oh, so let me tell you about this. This is when you got to be more careful on social media.
Okay.
And I hate the fact I can't wait till my Wi-Fi I upgrade it and I get everything right so it doesn't glitch. There's this guy who basically, which a lot of influencers do, a lot of people on social media do. What they'll do is they'll find racist people and they'll expose them. Right? They'll be like, oh, you want to do that? Oh, that's what happened. I'm going to expose you. I'm going to put your name. I'm going to get your job. I'm going to get you fired, which is a dangerous game to play. But when it was in our favor, I applaud it. This guy takes it deeper. This guy looks at the comments. He'll see the racist post, and then he breaks it down and goes to the comments.
Oh, snap!
And he'll start pinpointing people in the comments. Let me make sure I got this because this is going good so far. Let me see. Okay, I got it right here. He goes to the comments. He takes it deeper than just the comments, people. Let's say there's a real racist post, and then there's an even more racist comment under it. There's a crispy racism comment.
They go hard.
You know what he does?
What do you do?
He goes to the motherfuckers who likes it. Who likes the racism.
OMG.
This is where I got scared. Because sometimes I like stuff just because I thought it was funny. It's not because I believed it. You know what I'm saying? The comments, I might like a comment because I'm like, oh, they're not. I may not be supporting the comment. This guy goes to who likes the fucking comment and starts digging in.
I'm dealing with that right now. Let me hear this. Go. What you got?
And then it gets real personal for me at the end. I'm not gonna give it away. It gets real personal. So just follow along, even through the little glitches. Follow along. This is a new segment that I've created last night around 11 o'clock at night called "You Got to Be More Careful." So I'm writing it down. So pay attention.
Sophie was pointing at this black WNBA player, Dewana.
I was just kind of pointing, and she's like, don't you point at me. And I was like, oh, shouldn't have said that. And I didn't say a word.
But I don't care nothing about that. That's just learned behavior from her teammate, Caitlin Clark. What I care about is the comments. Chimping out over a finger. But you guys know me. I love to expose the hidden racists, the ones who liked it. Drum roll, please. This guy. Now, Roman is a barber who cuts all these black people's hair. But you know who else he cuts? The New York Knicks, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. You're not going to be a hidden racist to my team. My Knicks? Hell no. And you live in San Antonio? Oh, San Antonio's taking 2 L's now.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all. Never.
Get them out of here. Oh, and lastly, some of the players and their family members follow me on social, so I'm going to be sure to send this to them so you never have the opportunity to cut their hair ever again. Dos.
Stop. For liking a racist comment.
What do?
You cut hair for the New York Knicks.
Wow.
Chimping
You
out.
gotta take a deep dive to find these people.
Some of the Knicks follow this dude, and you decided that you were gonna like chimping out. Now, once again, I'm gonna play Jay Black for a second. Sometimes you don't know the intention. Sometimes you may like a comment because you think in the audacity, like you're wilding.
Right.
And you may like it like you're wilding. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if we're going down, if we're opening Pandora's box where somebody is going to be affected by something like liking the comment. Now, this ain't a celebrity lying, saying, how many things like, and Jay said this and we joked about Jay. People, I have scrolled and liked something by mistake.
But you took it back.
No, sometimes I don't care. I'll just be like, I don't care. So they got an extra like. But are we dealing
with that right now. I have somebody that works for me that likes a bunch of different racist posts that was shared with me from someone else to say, yo, be careful. So it's like, but you can't hold that against them, but you can only know how what do you do? Like if KT is like a bunch of racist, I know
what are you gonna do? Confront them?
So it's like I just know how to treat you. I know what lane to put you in. Like,
but Jay, if you liked a racist post, you could get in trouble.
That's true.
I was about to say, people are getting fired left and right for what they're doing on social media, things that they're putting up, sharing,
True.
liking, and stuff like that. I mean, so if it were to pose a problem
You'd be in HR's office.
at your, you might have to pull them.
But they say your
and
personal
question
social
that.
media is supposed to be your personal social media, right?
And that's already
But
a
we
lie.
depends on what
That's not
job.
true.
And it depends
That's
on
not
what
true.
job you have. Because Jay Black, if your job has a code of conduct, internal and external, yes, that you could be held accountable for what you do on social media.
But say if your name ain't KT from Wednesday Word, it's WWYY. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing, it ain't no, you know, like it ain't no.
But one
What is
thing,
it, a burner account or something? Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's really not, but
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, you got people have different defenses. That's why they don't use real names. That could be
well,
it.
then you can't prove it.
Well, you can, because you see other stuff to know that is your page, is your photo here, that you down the road is you and your, you know, like you can see, you know who pages the people are. You slip up somewhere. But yeah, but what do? You're right, Mike. So you coming up, people like the stuff. So don't be liking racist stuff.
But
How
if
about
somebody,
that? But if that's how you really feel, why not? I do need to know who you are. On the flip side of that, I want to know who you are.
I think that, and that's a rational thought process. My thing is, if in Karen mentality, if a person's coworker offended them by what they liked and they felt like it was a racist, they could cause a problem for the coworker.
Yeah, you could be offended. They could.
Like, this is what I mean about the slippery slope. Like, they could be things I like on my social media that I feel are pro what I believe in.
Pro-black.
But it might be anti
Pro
what somebody
DEI.
else believes in. And then all of a sudden, you're trying to take my livelihood away because we believe in two different things. This is what I mean about the Pandora's box. It's cute and it's ironic, but it kind of starts to violate everybody's freedom.
Yeah. Didn't Charlie Kirk people get in trouble? They either liked it or laughed at it or said something back that people didn't agree with, and it turned into something different. That's how I found a lot of my high school friends were being racist, and I blocked them with the quickness Lady Q said. Yeah, you figure it out. Well, you went to school with all white people, so you should have known they were white.
That would have been even harder if you went to school with
That's
all
true.
white people.
I did too. I went to a predominantly white high school, period, growing up before I went to my beloved HBCU. And now as an adult, when I read some of their comments, especially political wise, I'm like, wow. But and you dated black guys in high school. Oh, wow. And you were like, you know, you had a lot of black friends. But it just lets you know that as an adult, like, you start to see things through a different lens.
Speaking of races, Mike, I saw this clip. It was a white racist guy pulled a gun out on some young black boys. They was trying to wash cars. And he pulled the gun out and demanded their business card, and they started explaining. And I'm thinking to myself, stop talking. Why do you got to talk to this guy? And I know you probably say, do what you got to do to get home.
Like, that's crazy, though.
Got a gun.
Show me your business card.
Oh, we have them right there. So I don't believe this is to be necessary, but I don't appreciate how you came up to me like that. We could have handled it.
Why come you're all going door to door? Why you just picking random houses?
Well, because there's some people without cars.
Some people with cars, like some people don't have cars, some people do have cars, and our specific service is cleaning cars, mobile detailing. We take it to them rather than.
If you guys are fucking around, you're fucking around on the wrong street.
Oh, bitch, shut up.
Asking to go to a shop.
Okay, well, my car's right there. You walk right by me. Why didn't you stop and ask me?
Because we started on the end of the neighborhood and we're coming around. We're just checking it
That's
out.
the only reason why I didn't go upstairs either, sir. I was actually just
he
checking
offers
out.
a window cleaning
I was
service.
just checking out the garage.
I can tell you're checking out the homes. I want to know why.
Yes, sir. I understand. I understand why you'd be worried, but we don't have any bad intentions at all, sir. We just wanted to. We're just young kids. We're college kids trying to make money this summer.
Oh, I understand that.
Nothing on our record. If you want to look it up, you got IDs.
I don't want to look it up.
All right, well,
I can tell you.
Can you please put that away?
If you want to fuck people,
we're not fucking with nobody.
You got the wrong fucking street.
We're not.
Everybody starts at zero, and your attitude makes you go up or down.
Yes, sir.
It's real simple. I know it is. It's ready to fuck. It's always ready to shoot.
What the hell is this guy just turned into a motivational speaker?
So yeah, I saw that. My man poured the heat out on him.
Tough Tony.
Let me tell you something.
What are you doing in my neighborhood?
Let me tell you something. He wouldn't have a neighborhood to go back to. he will be issued a cell number, a cellmate number, because something like that needs to be reported. Because even after, I mean, the snatching of the business card, and you still was talking junk.
I was mad that
It's
he was
always ready to go.
giving them
He was an immediate threat. So if somebody came and ran down on him, that's an immediate threat. You're standing there. You never put your gun away. They're talking to you in an amicable way.
But if you are looking for houses, I'm letting you know. They already told you.
They've already told you. So to
we
me,
just here
like,
washing cars, sir. That's all we trying to do. We trying to offer the service.
I would call the police out. I would definitely call the police after that incident. Because there's going to be somebody else that comes behind you that's not going to be so lucky that runs into that same person.
Like they did what they did to get out the way. It's just
absolutely. And
it's just you fucking cowards know who to do it with. That's what it is. You're a fucking coward. And I'm no tough guy, but they're kids. They're in their 20s. They see a white man with a gun and they know they're probably in a white neighborhood. So they did the right thing. But the presentation wouldn't have been the same if I was in your face. Because we would have discussed it with a whole different tone. But they did what 20-year-olds should do. I want you to do that. I want you to but I also want you to call the authorities. Now, the scary thing is that if you call the cops, there's a chance they could take his side.
What are you doing walking around people's houses?
So you got to make sure that all your legal aspects of your business is that it's okay for you to do this.
Get up, SD.
So they're in a bad situation. But that coward would have known differently. You got the gun. Okay, listen, am I scared of guns? Absolutely.
Guns kill people.
Guns kill people.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to tell you once, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And that's going to be the last conversation. And then after that, hopefully we walk out alive. But they did the right thing.
Show them the paperwork. Show them the proof.
They did the right thing. But the coward knows, and these cowards do this when they know they have the upper hand. They always talk this tough Tony shit when they have the upper hand. When they know that this is a white neighborhood. When they know that they've lived there long enough that they know the police officers. The police officers know them. And they know the leverage that they have. But those kids, the young people got out of there. That's all that matters to me. Everything else is touching my ego and touching everything that wants me to bloody your face for doing this to some young kids who are doing nothing wrong.
And that's how things escalate, though. Yeah.
And that's how things escalate.
Yeah.
Because if you bloody his face, now you're up in court fighting, and now you got. Listen, I'm sure Carmelo Anthony thought he was just fighting back.
Mercy.
I'm sure Cyrus thought I was just walking out the store. I was on my way home. I let him check my hoodie. I was walking home. I ain't even take the hammer out, even though allegedly I had the hammer. I ain't even flashed nothing to talk tough. I was like, let me get out of here.
Leaving home.
It's infuriating. But the cowards be who the cowards be. And maybe that explains me at my high paying job, ice grilling people for no reason. Maybe that could be.
You just come in. Yeah, I just want to ship this. And
I be feeling energy. I be feeling energy on how they address me. So I give the energy back immediately, and then 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's nice, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I get nice too. I'm like, hey, how about this weather? The weather's crazy.
Enjoy your day. All right.
Enjoy your day. Have a blessed one. I'm a Knicks fan too. I didn't even know you were a Knicks fan. I just thought you voted for Trump. I thought you voted for Trump. You be on edge sometimes because you feel like, because when you walk around America and you try and give everybody the benefit of the doubt that everybody is trying to just live their life and be kind and just go on to the next step of their day. Sometimes you get caught off guard, and that's when you get played.
Yeah, true.
Right.
So when I criticize Jay Black of being his head on a swivel, sometimes I kick myself, but other times I'm like, I can't do that because I'll be too tight all day.
But you be mad at yourself, like, oh, I let them get that off. Like when you process, like, what was I thinking? How did I see that?
So now the training, and this is so crazy that you have to train yourself for this. Now the training is, I now have my head on a swivel, but I keep some key things in my mind that changes everything. And I keep some key body language, some key wording that, and maybe because I'm seeing people every day, I'm seeing hundreds of people every day, and I see a common denominator of when you fucks try and get slick with it. And I see a common denominator on when you got this attitude that I'm working for you, and in a way I am because it's customer service, but there's a different way where you feel like I'm working for you. Like there's another way that you got you like that you working for me, bitch. Never in a life I will lose this motherfucking job. I swear on everything.
That's what we're not doing.
I swear on
I
everything.
dropped that the other day.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
same
boy.
shit.
They come and call you boy. Yeah, boy.
Yeah. I had a conversation about the boy word with somebody that we had to step outside because they ain't mean it like that. But I said, this is 2026. I don't know what the fuck you were saying in 1975.
Yeah, boy.
Somebody call Paul. Okay.
Don't call Mike no boy. Hey, boy.
And I'm not talking tough
Somebody
because
call Paul.
And I'm not talking tough because I'm tough. I'm talking my ego is like everybody else's ego.
Yeah.
And the more sober you are, sometimes that's the thing about being sober. The more sober you are, the more aware you are of every goddamn
less
word.
palatable it is.
And
Yeah,
you're like, what was that?
The less digestible it is for you to easily digest that. Yeah.
I got offended because a white dude called my boss and they were just talking. He didn't even mean it. He used the word Oriental to describe our fucking race.
Wait,
what?
Wait, that's offensive? Oriental?
It's a rug.
It's a
Oriental is a rug. Oriental rugs. That's no race.
Wait. Oh shit.
It's not.
We all knew KT. No, we all knew what he was saying when he said it. Yeah, that's right. He said it's a rug. You call my boss a rug? This is my people's over here?
What the fuck is you talking about?
This is a good dude.
Are they Asian? Are they?
Well, they're Asian, and he said it. He didn't know no better. He
He
didn't know no better. I said, yeah, she is Filipino.
From the Orient.
Yeah, Oriental guy. He's about 5'2".
That is so 1980s.
It is. Right. That's what I say. People still say Oriental?
Yes.
It's so 1980s coded.
Oh God.
And I
casually also spice. It's a spice too.
It's a spice. And I casually said, yeah, and it didn't even the fact of the matter is that this segue that I did wasn't even a good segue, right? He said Oriental. I said, yeah, she is Filipino. But what's the segue? Like he said, but that was the best.
That was your way of
correction.
Yeah, she is Filipino. I was like, yeah, because that's her friend. Like that's her, them two, well, friends as in she has been in this place since the 80s and he's been a customer for so long. But when he said that shit, I said,
see, and that's where they got stuck. That's where he got stuck at Oriental. They've been there together since the 80s.
Yeah, and he stuck in 1986.
It was a young Negro about 5'3".
They've
like
been stuck together since the 80s.
There's
It
a
probably
Negro
wouldn't
boy.
even bothered her. She probably would have been like, he been saying that shit for 20, 30, 40 years.
Dude,
I am sorry to my Asian friends.
Yeah, sorry to all my Asian friends. And I stood up.
That's actually like the equivalent of calling somebody like,
Don't
he
say
a
it.
Jew, or he's
right.
Using the N-word, or like, yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's on a
we should
verge
be
of
like,
a slur. It's on a it's on a
that is
verge.
slur.
Yeah, it's on a verge.
I thought it was considered
Yeah,
a flat out
it is.
slur now.
It
It
is.
is a slur now.
Yeah,
But in the
that
80s,
is the same as
in the
the N-word
80s?
and
yeah,
the
in the
T-word.
80s, everybody
He
was.
said it ain't a rug though. Laughing out loud. That's
no, they had Oriental rugs. They did. I remember that was a running joke. Like people used to joke about that. Like I remember this comedian like, yo, they just called me an Oriental rug. Like I remember that joke. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Like
yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
But
I would have never went there.
That's the temperature. I said, what the fuck did he just say? But that's the temperature. So and back to these young people. I'm just glad y'all made it out alive. Hopefully this guy will catch some type of heat on social media for this shit. But it's another thing. That's what happens when everybody got pistols, when everybody got a gun. People talk real tough. People talk tough when they got the gun. And think about this. He's in such fear that some 20-year-old black college age dudes, he had to take the hammer out and walk with the hammer with him.
Hey, what y'all doing over
That's
here?
what I'm talking about, the pussy in you. Like
y'all doing?
you had to take the gun out.
Explain yourselves.
Because
Show
you
me
know
your
your fat ass was going to get wore out in real life.
But the fact that there wasn't a threat and he still continued to reference his gun.
Yeah.
Well, black people in your neighborhood is a threat for some people, Mo.
But listen to what I'm saying. Once he deemed them not a threat, why did he still continue to brandish his firearm like that and to say, like, to make comments towards it? That's threatening to them. That was threatening to the young men. We're not, I know you're not a threat, but I'm just going to let you know I'm still going to threaten you right now.
Yeah.
I'm still going to intimidate you. That's bullying.
And now I'm gonna sound like Jay Black. When you let the first minute of it go, and when you let the first minute, they get bold and they think it's showtime. Now it's showtime,
You
and
gotta
it gets
shut
worse.
it down from the rip. This is what we not doing.
But I'm thankful that they did not take that avenue, because I think that situation would have turned deadly.
But you see the walk? Do you see the tightrope? The tightrope that some 20-year-olds had to walk?
Yeah.
Just to make sure that in real life they were still alive and not in jail. The tightrope that you had to walk. Like they want this. They want us to submit and be like, and have to go. No, we ain't mean no harm, sir. We ain't mean no. And I am not mocking them. They did what they had to do.
And the line of questioning, to me, like you're an officer of the law.
Yep.
The line of questioning, the snatching of the business card. If he felt that much of a threat, why didn't you call the police? I'm going to call the police. You're going to stay here until I call the police. I would have accepted that more so than him taking matters into his own hands, brandishing that firearm. And then after he realized, okay, y'all are college kids, okay. But if you are, you see this thing right here, it's locked and loaded and always ready to go. That's a terroristic threat. Do you understand that?
Absolutely. And I hope they have
intimidation.
I hope they have the backing of their family, and they have the finances to actually go get a lawyer and show the video.
And they may not need to. They may not need to, because law enforcement, somebody might pick that up and turn him in. And he may find himself on the other side of the table getting questioned about doing that. It doesn't have to happen right then. I think the more important thing was the fact that they got out of it unharmed, unscathed.
Yep. I'm going to have that talk. Yeah, they still want. I'm going to have to talk about
with his son soon.
Such with my son soon.
He playing. He a white. You
and so the funny thing is, I had an issue yesterday. My son is in Philadelphia.
You got a black chick.
You know that my son is autistic. My son is at his dad's house. So, and speaking to him, he said, "Yeah, Mom, I just came back from a walk." So I was like, "Hey, he's like, and I burned 83 calories. Great." But then I thought about it. I said, "Wait a minute. A walk with who?" He left the house and walked around the block. So this is up city, this is up Westfield City Line, partially City Line Avenue, around Belmont, right? So my mom meter went from here to all the way up here, because all I could think about is, you don't have ID. If a police officer or anybody was to stop you and ask you, why are you wandering around here? They've never seen you around here before. You don't know anything about Philly. You turned down the wrong block and you don't know how to get back. All I could think about was somebody pulling a gun out on him and saying, why are you around here? What are you doing around here?
That's all it takes. He's fit the description. Somebody stole a car nearby, or the suspect is on the loose. Yeah.
Yes. And because he keeps those headphones on, he's not paying attention. Like, he's never been exposed to anything like that, because he doesn't even walk around my neighborhood.
Hold up. Random Rick got a black chick he knocked down, made a kid with, Mike. Okay. He got a okay. That's why he wanted her to
Have
talk.
black to the
Yeah.
cops
All right.
or in the South is
He was
black.
talking
In the
about
South,
having
he's
a talk.
black.
Yeah.
In the
Okay.
South,
You
he's
got a
black.
point. Yeah, you got a point. Well, your
And
son
so
definitely
even
is. Your son definitely is. Your son definitely is.
but even though you have these conversations about law enforcement to
Look,
your
he go
kids,
Queen. You married a black woman? Look, I don't think they were ever married. He was just knocking it down. I don't think he was married though.
He had a fetish. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Now it all makes sense. You know, Randy.
See why Rick liked the show.
It all comes together. Oh, he was
He did
married.
say my wife is black.
Wife. So he's still
He said,
married.
my wife is black.
He
all
the
these years,
longest.
the stuff we finding out. Look at
Come
that.
on, Rick.
He's the longest. Wait a second.
Wow.
Breaking news. I know Rick is married to a black
He
woman.
valued the
Rick?
sisters, he said.
Rick, I just applaud you for not making another black woman a
played, Rick.
statistic. Okay.
Damn, Rick. Now next
All
time you
this
say
time.
now
See?
next time you
Welcome.
something else.
You dumbass nigga.
This is
He
shenanigans.
said she ain't my baby mama. He said that's not my baby mama.
When he said have to talk with his
That's my
kid, when he said
wife.
talk, like why would he need to talk to his kid? Like they already got advantages, and that's what. Yeah, see the stuff that comes
Rick.
out.
Look, Rick was trying to hold it back. He probably didn't want to tell us all that, but he
All
was
this
like,
year, he
nah,
like, damn, I held this
okay.
All this time.
Y'all not gonna test me. Y'all not gonna test me. I
It
know.
makes
I know.
sense.
All this time, Rick. All this time.
down with us. That's what it is.
And here I thought you were Chat GPT and all of these answers and responses. Okay.
Yeah, so when you see this lady, you felt a certain type of way.
It's a gabillion good coochies out here. If your man
Good. She do. I get it. All right. Yeah,
What your wife look like, Rick? What you into?
You was mad.
What's
You was
the
mad
name?
about. You was mad about who owned the BET network
mad
too. You
too,
mad
man.
too. You was like, they own that.
Right, Afro Queen. It all came together. Everything just came together. Everything just came together. Oh,
My
Rick was
God,
like,
random Rick.
50 performing for who? I'm pissed. Not performing for who?
Rick, Queen Boy said, Rick said, she mine.
She
The
mine.
black woman. The black.
Oh, yeah, Rick said that's
She
right.
mine. What is you talking about?
That's right, Rick.
I'm glad that he doubled down. Like, no, that's my wife.
That's
Should've
my
said-
wife.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
he
my
did.
baby mom.
Right.
That's my wife.
I felt the
Let me
energy.
get it
kick
right.
up.
I felt
Respect
that
is there.
energy. Yes.
Respect.
All right. Well, we can end on that. End on a high note.
Yeah, that is a long time. It's been a couple years. I feel like we've been on Random Rick for a minute.
I don't
Yeah,
know
we
why
known
I
him
thought that
since
should
the
have
late
come out
90s.
already.
It feels like, God damn.
Yeah.
Black Queens forever, he says. Snow bunnies never. That's what
Listen. Well, Random Rick, they do say once you go black, you never go back.
He ain't getting beat like Billy, so there ain't no domestic violence
Oh
over
no,
there.
he cherishes his.
Yeah, you know what they say, Rick? Once you go
Come
black,
on.
you never leave or you'll wind up in court. Anyway, no, I'm just
Michael Sean.
Oh God.
Rick, no better. Don't you leave that house, boy. Don't you
But
leave.
Rick, in all seriousness, I implore you to have that conversation with your son because
got
you are absolutely correct. He is not biracial. In this world, he is black. And especially if you live down south, he is a black boy. So please, I implore you to have that conversation sooner than later, like today.
Speaking of having conversations,
I gotta go.
I
Speaking
text
shit.
Monty because you
ahead.
said something earlier that's been bothering me. If I offended I just sent her a text. I didn't know. Like I know I say stuff and I don't be wanting to offend people. So that really been eating me up all day now. Now that you said that. So I sent her a text. Yo, if I said something crazy, I really rock with Monty. I really do appreciate and I sent her my apologies because I don't want Monty thinking I came at her neck. I would never come at Monty neck. I've been Team Monty since Monty was born.
Oh, Uncle Jay.
Yeah, so now
Uncle Jay.
She might hit you with a text like, "What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?" She's looking at her phone like, what the hell?
I can't.
You all right? What's going on?
What you done said to Jay? What
You okay?
What you said to
This shit happened like months ago. Like, what are you talking about?
Unbelievable.
But yeah, all right, I'm good now. I feel like I'm better. I got that off my chest.
All right,
and I ain't even start therapy yet. Look at this. Look at me. I'm
He
already
giving
getting
himself credit. He giving
mindset.
himself points right now. You see this? You see this?
Because the
You see
old
this
me
work?
would have just been like, I don't know why she took it that way. Too bad. I didn't mean it that way. Good luck.
But
She'll
you are
be all right. Get over it.
Oh, that's the countdown. Wait a
Appreciate it.
second. Your appointment's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Oh yes. Countdown to evolution.
Oh,
I'm excited.
Wow.
I'm excited.
I'm
Good things to
I am
good things are
excited,
gonna
but
come.
and I gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. I am excited, but selfishly, I don't want her to like. I want Jay Black to be healthy. I do, but I don't want her to take the edge off this motherfucker. Like we need
Let him just keep saying reckless stuff. Let him go. Keep going. You know what? This conscious, apologetic Negro. I want to say. I want him to assort his rocks, like Randy Rick said. Go assort your rocks.
Yeah,
Go
but
get your rock
yeah,
collection together. What?
I need. Can you leave the shit that benefits the show alone? Can you leave? Is there any way we could do therapy? Leave the shit that helps the show.
We need the randomness sometimes.
Like we do need abrupt statements out of nowhere, just for no reason. We just need.
Oh God!
Like as much as I was mad, offended. I need him to say about Tawana's daughter. I need him to say she know exactly what she wanted when she.
Oh God! No.
We almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm just saying we almost all right. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Still evolving. You fight for everything in your life, fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, anything, any circumstance take it from you, because God got me, God got you, God got us. From Michael Sean, Sexy Mo, Jay Black, KT, Kamari, who made a special appearance, Amani, Dr. Aaron Smith, and C Chung, and Lady Q. WelcomeInspired.com. If you have a vision, you want to put it on a shirt, you want to put it on a hat, you want to put it on a book bag, you want to put it on a fishing rod. We don't care what you want to put it on. Lady Q and Welcome Inspired can make it happen. When you get to WelcomeInspired.com, understand there is merch that is there to be bought, sold, and shipped out.
Clock it.
Clock
should do
it.
spin that. You also go spin that shit. Spin that.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.